Twitter stops counting at replies, Dropbox takes a $600 million credit line, Audi acquires Silver Car, and more. It's Thursday, March 30th, and this is Crunch Report. Yo, TechCrunch land! It's me, Tito. Here's them tech news. Every time Twitter makes a change to something, the internet cries for a little bit, then goes on with its life. What's the latest change, you ask? Let me tell you. Today, the big change is that Twitter is no longer counting at replies to the character limit of tweets, which is 140 characters. With today's change to replies, Twitter's interface on web and mobile will now display those you're replying to above the tweet text instead of within the tweet itself, which frees up more characters for your reply. The change also aims to make reading longer conversation threads easier because the replying to field is much smaller and not in the tweets themselves. That way, you can focus on reading the actual post without having to first note the usernames. The updated format will arrive in the most recent versions of iOS and Android mobile apps and on the web. Some will see it now and others will see it shortly after. I like the motto, keep it simple, dummy. Simplifies my life, keeps it easy, and I'm a dummy, so it works on many levels. But I also like it when startups take a simple idea and run with it. Like Silver Car, they provide only one type of car to rent, an Audi A4, and everything is handled through an app. It's simple and a good idea. Now Audi wants to acquire that good idea. Audi already had a minority stake in the company since an investment it made in the smaller company back in 2015. Austin-based Silver Car has also boosted its North American presence in 15 different airport locations since that investment. And the goal of the acquisition is not only to continue to grow Silver Car's core operations according to Audi, but also to expand Audi's mobility services offering in the US market in general. As of right now, we don't know what the terms of the deal were. Cash rules everything around me.
Get the money, dollar bill, yo.
And apparently that includes the cloud. Still private, Dropbox has reportedly convinced Wall Street to give it a $600 million credit line. And I do mean Wall Street. JPM, BAML, Goldman Deutsche, and others all participated. I heard a rumor that some nearby business school students mistook the negotiations for an iBanking career panel. But what does this mean for the company? Bloomberg is thinking IPO, but we're not so sure. First of all, access to debt is a good thing. It means the company's financials were good enough that they could get cash without having to forego more ownership. Secondly, while good financials and love from bankers is exactly the signal a rapidly maturing growth stage startup wants to send to the world, at the end of the day, both today's credit line and a future IPO serve the company in a similar way. They both provide necessary capital for scaling. Of course, an IPO would provide liquidity to shareholders, but, well, you get it. Toyota is committing $35 million to new AI research, but rather than take a pure play approach, the manufacturer wants to look into applications for batteries and fuel cells. Batteries are one of those magical catalysts. Making batteries smaller and more powerful at scale could allow for the creation of everything from flying cars to robots. Toyota is realizing that simulation is the key to innovation, and it's putting money into using machine learning to simulate batteries and to pull together massive amounts of data from disparate sources. Toyota is looking to cross-collaborate with universities to this avail. That's the report for today. I'm Tito Hamzy. Crunch Report is every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. Else find us on iTunes, on YouTube, and on Alexa, and on podcasts, and Twitter, and everywhere. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.